Love old cars. Gotta clean this one out. Alright, some people are starting to join. That's good. Hey buddy, how are you? You get that go-kart done yet? Hope you got the engine put in it. Alright, so for everyone joining in, subscribers, regular viewers, welcome. This is IowaClassicCars. We have some classic cars in the background and a classic truck. What's up, John? Got a couple old ones back here. Just wanted to, I guess, quick give everyone an update, because I know there's plenty of car YouTubers out there, but there's no other Iowa Classic Cars. So I just want to give everyone an update. I'm still here. I haven't posted a full video in about a month and a half. I'm sorry about that. Really just not traveling, getting cars. The market is pretty stale. What else? Yeah, just not a lot going on, unfortunately. So it's hard to make content when you're not buying anything. I've had a lot of the same stuff just sitting around here. So yeah, if anyone misses my enthusiastic voice, I got rid of the Studebaker truck, a 49. This was a what was this? A 2R10 was a 3/4 ton. I'm gonna part this truck out next. This is a 49 as well. If anybody needs parts off of a Studebaker truck, feel free to let me know. But yeah, the big thing with the videos, I guess recently, is just I'm not buying anything. Everyone wants too much money for what's on Facebook Marketplace. The economy is not good. People don't have disposable incomes, and that's fine, because I am selling some parts. People are fixing, they're fixing cars. Let me turn this around. They're fixing cars that they have, but they're not buying more, which is okay. But it's not okay when my YouTube channel is based on junkyard tours and driving across the country and buying old cars, because I'm just not doing it. Diesel prices have come down. My insurance has gone way up. Everyone has, right? Property taxes have gone up. People just, the economy as a whole, not to get political, one way or the other, but this country and the rest of the world is just hurting. And yeah, so pretty much I can say that all night long. And if you guys are watching this, please leave comments. I love interacting with people. But yeah, I need to spray some weeds around my place here. As you can see, I kind of just forgot about these trucks, but this is a 52. Let me see here. Let me turn this around, everyone. Sorry. 52 Chevy. It's a 3800 title. I have it listed for $1,200. Nothing. No hits. Same with that 5-window right there. That's a 5-window 55 first series with a title. Now, granted, it does have a boom on the back, and this truck, this 52, doesn't have a bed. But yeah, $1,200 a piece for two 47 to 55 Chevy trucks, not even GMCs, Chevy trucks, and no bites. It's crazy. The car market, I mean, just the whole market in general, it's definitely a buyer's market. So if you guys are looking for a project car, hop on Facebook, haggle someone down. They might just take it. This 60 Olds, I've sold a lot of stuff off of this, but I've kind of realized that 60 Oldsmobiles, these cars just, there's a very, very small niche of people that like these cars. The 5960 Buicks, I've got the 59 on the trailer right there. It's a 4-door sedan. I've got a LeSabre 60 2-door hardtop, and then a white car is also a LeSabre. And those cars, a lot of people are fixing those right now, especially the hardtops. But yeah, it's crazy right now that the guys that have these cars, they're building, which is good. They're not just buying and keeping. So I know quite a few car guys and gals, they buy one car, then 5 cars, then 50 cars with the intention of fixing them up. And I get it, because I'm the same way. And unfortunately, life gets in the way. I think the thrill of the hunt, honestly, is the most fun. Putting cars together is fun, don't get me wrong, but you're having to spend money a lot of sweat, a lot of time. Whereas, you know, you find a car like this 59 wagon in a junkyard where it's been sitting for God knows how long, probably 50 years, or not 50, maybe 40 years, and you bring this thing home. I made 2 trips, which granted was 5 hours each way, but 2 trips, and I'm in this car under $1,500. I mean, where else can you have that kind of fun? You can tour a junkyard, you can see the world, or see the USA, and you can bring something cool like this home from a different time period for under, you know, a couple $1,000. But when you're fixing a car, and I'm not saying you'd fix this one, but let's just say you're gonna fix this one. You're gonna spend countless hours, and I mean countless, because it is just impossible to know. Repairing the floor pan, you know, putting the dash back together, which granted I stripped the dash, but a lot of these cars anymore, you're buying them, they are, you know, they're kind of in various stages of this kind of shape. Missing parts, missing pieces. Then you've got to find the missing parts, missing pieces. You got to pay for them. You have to go pick them up sometimes. It's just a different time in this country. So I do have a couple of videos. Coming up. I am actually going to get a truck and a 59 Chevy Biscayne, because everyone knows I love 59s. What else? Oh, that's in a couple weeks. I'm going next weekend to do that. So I will be stopping, I think, at Tim's. He's up in Minnesota. That video did great. A lot of people wanted to see his stuff. I did ask him. I've shared emails with him about buying stuff, but he didn't want his information put out there publicly for everyone. So expect a video there. I've got a couple of things inside I'm working on that I'm going to try to do some DIYs and fun stuff like that. I feel like people, they don't watch it right away, but every, you know, 2 or 3 weeks, some guy's putting a window in a 47 to 55 Chevy truck, or putting a front seat in a 5960 Impala. So there are fun little tech tips and things that I've learned along the way, especially with 59 to 64 Impalas, because there are a lot of little nuances. But yeah, actually this truck, or let me see here, this 59, I put a back window in it. Let's go check that out. Put a back window in this car. This was on Marketplace, and it wasn't too far away, about 3 hours. Had a really nice look to it, but I just thought, you know, once you power wash it, this car will turn out great. Back window was blown out. I did get a little crazy with the window weld, but once this dries, I'll clean all that up and get that done. But yeah, as you guys can see, got the window weld in there, got the gasket in place, got 87 people watching, but we only have 5 comments and 3 likes. So if you're one of the 87 people that are watching this, please give it a thumbs up, and please say something. I like to ramble, as you guys can tell. And if you guys have questions, you know, what's the next 12 months of the car market looking like? What's the next hot car? You know, what are interest rates doing? I do work at a bank. I'm a loan officer by day, so I watch the economy probably a little more than most people. I wish that Trump and Jerome Powell would settle their differences and lower interest rates, but that's beside the point. It's hurting a lot of people. 101 viewers. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we have 40,800 and some subscribers, but I know it's late. It's a weeknight. You know, if you're like me, you're going to bed early. So I just I wanted to come out here, look at all the cars, kind of my little slice of heaven here. Let me turn this around so everyone can see. Just quiet out here. And you look at all the old stuff, you know, days gone by, the 60 olds, 63 wagon. You know, what were people doing back in the day? You know, they had struggles just like we all did. They're spending money, they're buying cars. I love this 59 Buick. It's a shame it was so far gone when we picked it up. But, you know, it's donated its life to a lot of other cars. This 53 Chevy pickup, I actually sold it to a customer overseas, and we just decided it was a little too rusty. It really isn't rusty. It is, but it's not in terms of where it can't be saved. But over in Liechtenstein, where he lives, you can't have one single piece of rust anywhere. And this car just has a little bit of, or this truck has a little bit of rust in every spot. So we've got a 49 Chevy 3800, 1 ton inside, runs and drives, awesome truck, all original. Like I was saying, this 59 Bel Air, I need to clean it out, get the wheels resealed where they don't leak down every 2 or 3 days. Take the hinges off. Pretty common that the hinges right here, as you can see, the hood is not wanting to shut. Get some new hinges, lube them up, or take them apart, lube them up, or get new hinges. 62 Pontiac convertible. This is a parts car. I hate to say that, but she's just parts. And unfortunately, the guys with the Impalas or the Bel Airs, they're taking these cars and turning them into Impala convertibles. So that'll go there, I'm sure. 65 Chevy truck. This is a customer's. I sold him in Norway. If you guys want to see some DIYs on these trucks, these are pretty cool. I do need to put a front windshield in the truck. My duct tape seal is starting to break loose. Brakes work. I'm sorry, the brakes don't work, but I need to get them to work. 60 Buick axle. Sold this to a guy. Going to meet him next weekend. But see, that's what I mean. Let's just say 2 years ago, I know people are buying parts all the time, but if you needed a whole axle like this, I would put a car like this on the back burner and say, you know what, my car needs an axle. I'm going to get something else and work on that. Whereas now, this is a lot less cheaper, or a lot less, no. You guys know what I'm saying. It's a lot cheaper to buy an axle and finish the car you already have than to buy 2 or 3 more. Let me turn this around again. So yeah, I wanted to come on here. I wanted to ramble a little bit. I know there's a lot of guys out there that are making videos every week. I'm not trying to make excuses because I'm not, but it's hard. I got married last year, so priorities change a little bit. Not buying a whole lot of stuff. The last car I bought was actually that red 59. That was 2 months ago. And not really traveling because all the junkyards around here, I filmed a couple within 3 or 4 hours multiple times. You guys don't want to see that again. A couple of yards around here actually told me no more filming. Too many people that are doing YouTube now, because YouTube is the hot thing to do. Too many YouTubers are coming in here. They're filming. They're not asking permission. They're not opening, or they're not closing doors. They're not being respectful to the people's property, really. And I always ask permission. And I was kind of dumbfounded when the one guy, I was like, hey man, do you care if I go film? I did your place about 5 years ago and want to just do it again, kind of give a recap. He's like, yeah, I do. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of guys come in here. My phone is ringing off the hook. We're kind of a cash and carry. We don't do any kind of sales. And yeah, pretty much told me, thanks, but no thanks. So I left. Eric Knoll. Let's just see you fixing cars. Man, honest to God, I come on here and I'm rambling that I haven't filmed a video in 5 weeks, but I've been busy. Every day, I've got some kind of parts I'm pulling. Like, for instance, let's go back here to this truck. I listed this, let me turn this around actually. I listed this 49 on Facebook for parts because it just, the VIN has fallen off from years of abuse, and the truck that was right here has been sold. So I said, you know what, let's throw this thing up for parts. I've got a guy who wants possibly the windshield, the headlight rings, hood ornament. One guy already paid for the doors. So it's like every night I'm stripping cars. This Buick, I have stripped so many parts off this car. I've sent parts from this car, I think 9 or 10 countries, which is super, super cool. Pulling this axle was fun. Stripping out that 59 Buick over there, and also that 60 Olds. There's just always something to do. I've got a 65 wagon inside. I would go inside, but once I go in the shop, I will lose service and I'll lose this connection here. But I'm putting a 65 wagon together for a guy in Norway, and I haven't really been filming that a whole lot because it's pretty just boring stuff. But I need to do better about filming because I want to share this stuff. I'm not I'm not a high dollar Riddler award winning car builder. It's very flat there. Luke Aimwalker, man, you ain't kidding. Not as bad as Nebraska or Kansas, but definitely very flat. Oh, as you guys can see, I was also doing some spraying. My drive back here has kind of gotten out of control. One car we messed with a little bit. Boring is still content. It is, man, but I don't know. I just want to make sure that the people that subscribe, they don't regret subscribing. They want to see cool stuff, cool junkyards, cool rescues. Hell, pulling a 58 Chrysler New Yorker out of a ditch and a 59 Impala out of a ditch. You know, that's fun to me. But you have to be able to find those cars, have those connections. Speaking of cars in the ditch, if anyone remembers my video of pulling the 59 Impala two-door hardtop out of a ditch just north of town here, I knew that car was going to fall apart immediately. The rockers were broken, and we were probably a half-mile down in a ravine and off a beaten path. So there's no way to get a welder and all that good stuff down there. But it was fun nonetheless. I had a blast, and I have a video that I can watch for the next 100 years. But let's walk down here. I want to show you guys what's left of that ravine two-door hardtop. You guys are going to laugh at me for keeping this stuff, but hey, it's 59 Chevy parts. You never know when you might need a piece or something like that. So yeah, here's what's left of the ravine 59 Impala. We have a cowl section, a roof, and a partial front clip. And to be honest with you, I forgot that front clip was down here. That's hilarious. So I need to come get that and put it in my other building, which it's been there for a couple years. Ain't gonna hurt it. Solo rider part sale. What are you looking for, my friend? I might have it. I got a 59 wagon here, which I really didn't want to part it out. I was hoping to sell it whole, but the VIN is missing. So it's a parts car. 64 wagon. This car came out of a grove north of town. Couldn't actually get it loaded with my trailer. It was just buried, and the wheels, you know, were sunk up almost to like halfway on the door. So got to roll back in there and picked it up. Got the 49 stewed. This is a pretty cool pickup. It's just, you know, they have a niche market. 155 people watching. You believe that? 155 people on a Thursday night at whatever time it is, because I can't see, are watching me ramble about the car market. Jose, where are you located? I am in central Iowa, my friend. I can ship all over the world, like I was saying earlier, on my 60 Buick that's right behind the camera here. I ship these parts, I think, to 9 or 10 countries. So I ship all over the place. Chris Carson, did you see the 59 Bel Air? I did. 9,500. I mean, you know, Yvette is good at what she does. She is a really good auctioneer. There are guys out there with a lot deeper pockets than me. There's a lot of guys out there that love 59s more than me. Not a whole lot, but there are guys out there that love them more than I do. And they'll pay more for them, and that's just kind of the reality of it. You know, this car right here, it's Roman red, does not run, and you know, it needs the lower quarters, a pan or two in the floor, and you know, partial trunk. But you know, it's pretty standard for a 59, and I'm asking $5,500 for this car. And I mean, this, you know, this is an entry-level 59. You can put this car together. You know, it's a 6-cylinder 3-speed with overdrive, so it most likely has a 411 posi in the back, which is pretty cool. I haven't checked that yet, but if it's got a posi, that bad boy will be coming out of there. But yeah, you can customize this thing however you want to. Put a LSA in it, you know, do a Ford Coyote motor, and you're not gonna hurt anyone's feelings, because at the end of the day, it's a car that was destined to be a parts car, and I grabbed it and was able to save it. I put a back window in it immediately because I don't want to get in full of water. And these cars are getting harder to find, guys. That's another thing too, is, you know, you can go on Facebook Marketplace and see the same crap forever. Almost 195 people watching. That's crazy. Thank you guys for watching me ramble and talk cars. Where was I even talking? Oh yeah, all the same stuff on Marketplace. You know, it's too expensive. It's projects that are way too far for the normal person to take on. And, you know, for example here, let me turn this around again. Hope I'm not giving everyone the heebie-jeebies turning back and forth. But you know, you look at this car, the 64 wagon. The wheels are grown up around it. You really can't see it. And someone on Facebook would say, yep, I want $5,500 for this car. Well, for one, if you want to get big money for stuff, you have to make it roll. You have to get titles. You have to dig them out of the weeds. You have to clean them. And that's what is kind of sad, is that there's a lot of guys and gals out there that put stuff on Marketplace. They buy it for $18. That's funny. Ian, I've got thick skin, my man. That is pretty funny, though. And a lot of guys, you know, will buy a car for $100, and they'll list it immediately for like 5-10 grand. And that's fine, but they don't air up the tires. They don't clean them out. They don't attempt to get a title. Like, you got to put the work in. If you want to make a little money, that's fine, but put the work in. Craig, hello. Are you friends with the pal Chris, or have you ever met him? I've talked to him on Marketplace a few times. He actually has some pretty cool stuff. A little too rich for my blood. I just, you know, we're in the same game, so I definitely understand that. No bad blood towards him at all. He's definitely a true Impala enthusiast. But no, I've never met him in person. If he'd want to come buy a car or two from me, then I'd hang out with him. He definitely knows his Impalas for sure. JC, you're laughing. You know what, man? I've been called worse, and in this day and age, everyone behind a keyboard, they can say whatever they want. That's okay. William Baker, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in today. Joshua, ETA on the video is probably next week. I don't know. Well, not next week. It'd be 2 weeks from now. For sure, I'll have one video then, maybe 2, maybe 3. Because I'm doing it's 11.5 hours round trip, but I'm going to kind of go around and try to hit some spots I haven't been to before. Chris Carson, looking for 2-door Biscayne, 6-cylinder, 3-speed, all stock and original. Don't like modified, don't want a V8. Honestly, it shouldn't be too hard to find. And if you do find a 59 2-door sedan, chances are it'll be green. Because I don't know why, but I've owned probably 25, somewhere between 25 and 40 2-door sedans. And I would say 90% of them were green. I don't know why. Do I have any spotlights? I do. I've got a factory GM spotlight for a 62 C10. I don't have any Trailmasters, any New Views, nothing like that for Impalas. Those are way too rich for my blood. I love them. They're cool, but I'm not going to spend $10,000 for a set of Trailmasters. Insanity. I wish the 60 Buick had them, though, because if it did, I would have thrown them on my 59. Rick Garcia, looking for a 62 Impala. I don't have anything for a 62 right now. I don't even have any. I guess I have a 63 wagon over there. It's a Impala wagon. RC, what's in the shop? I have my black 59 2-door hardtop Impala, my 59 Buick wagon, my 59 2-door Brookwood wagon. Solo, I don't have the S18 spotlights, my friend. What else in the shop? The 59 Brookwood 2-door, original paint. The 59 Buick wagon, original paint. A 60 Buick 225 4-door hardtop, so it's got the Cadillac style roof. Every single available option on that car. And then I have a 61 Buick Electra 225 convertible with factory bucket seats. Rick, I'm going to come over here and show you this Impala quick, my friend. Kind of what I was saying earlier, all the cars out there for sale are pretty far stripped. This is actually my buddy Mike's too, so I'd have to get with him on a price, but if you're interested, let me turn this around here. If you're interested in this car, anyone out there, I guess, not just Rick, anyone, it is a 63 Impala, factory air car, but it's missing everything. 235 viewers. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, she's actually pretty solid. This is a Southern Kansas car, but it had a roof rack. That's gone. Tailgate's gone. Factory air car, factory tilt car. All that fun stuff is just gone. No seats. It does have a title, though. Aaron Smith. Iowa boys have big noses. Oh, well. Can't help that. Can't help genetics. I'm, what am I? Scotch-Irish and German on my grandma's side. So I'm not sure which blessing I got there with the big nose, but I got one, so it's all good. My buddies Dave and Marshall always say I can smoke in the rain with my nose as a natural canopy. All right, John, I scored my sweet 49 Fleetwood just watching Ryan's videos. You never know, man. That's the truth. One of my best overseas friends is from Liechtenstein, and he met me because he saw a video of a 59 Biscayne that I had, and he bought it. And ever since then, he's bought a couple more trucks from me and all that stuff. Rick Garcia, what other Chevys you got? Really outside, the only thing I've got a 67. What the heck? That was weird. My phone just like shut off the stream. Let me see here. Solo Rider, anything for 49 to 52 Chevy hardtops or convertibles? I know where a few are, but I don't have any in stock. Let me keep reading here. Do you have complete cars? Yeah, I mean, most of my stuff that I sell whole, I sell as a whole car is, usually not missing a whole lot of stuff. Rick, the only Chevys I've got are a 67 Caprice, four-door hardtop, made famous by the show Supernatural. That car's an Impala, but everyone that wants one of those cars, if it's a four-door hardtop 67, they don't care. Car has, well, I'll show you guys. I'll show everybody. Let's go check this bad boy out. This is a 67 Chevy Caprice, four-door hardtop. It's got a 300 horse 327, turbo 400, 12-bolt rear axle, front and rear bumper guards, corner marker lights, factory air conditioning, tilt steering wheel, or tilt column, I should say, not steering wheel. Straddle bucket, bench seat, which is pretty cool. Cruiser skirts. Really loaded car. You go into Mecum, Chicago? Probably not, Gary. Looking at those cars all day is pretty cool. But I feel like if I went to Mecum, I would definitely bring something home. And that would not be ideal right now, just because if you go to Mecum, Barrett Jackson, all that good stuff, those cars are not cheap. And the last thing I need to do is spend 15, 20, 30 grand. Who knows? Where are you at in Iowa? I am in central Iowa. I'm just west of Des Moines. So if you pull the map up, you will see Des Moines, Iowa. It's called Des Moines, but Des Moines. And I'm just west of there. So yeah, guys, I've walked probably 2 miles tonight, just streaming here. Just a second, my wife is calling. Gotta mute that. And it's getting dark. You hear all the crickets and all the bugs chirping. It's just peaceful out here. So I've really enjoyed this, everyone. It's been about half an hour. If anyone has any more questions for me, I'll stay on for 5 or so more minutes. Like I said, ask questions. It doesn't matter if it's about cars, about life. I like rambling. And I see that there's 300 plus people watching this, so let's do some typing down below, and let's type. Rick, how do I get a hold of you? In every one of my videos, there is a email. I've got it down below where to email me. Just shoot me an email. It's a Gmail account, and I will get back to you usually within a day. I check it about every night when I go to bed. Sometimes twice a day, but most times once. Oh, if anyone needs a 59 Impala front clip, all the trim is missing, but got a nice solid 59 Impala front clip. Got 2 of them actually right there on that wagon as well. David Thompson, why are there more viewers than likes? Because the viewers have to click the like button, and they don't do that, and that is why. Jose, do you have any Arizona cars? I did have a 59 Olds 98 about 2.5 years ago. Car was crazy dry. Power seat, power windows, factory air, 98, so it was the bigger roof. And that car went overseas to Sweden. Thomas, did you ever run into American pickers from Iowa? I have not. I actually found a pretty cool place. I found a pretty cool pick probably 10 years ago now. I bought a cool DX double-sided porcelain sign, and I sold it to my buddy, and that sign's long gone. But I found a cool place, reached out to the pickers. They did reach out to me or their staff reached out to me one time, and ultimately they decided, yeah, it's a cool spot, but not something we're looking for. So I've never met those guys. I did go to LeClaire and see the shop. The shop's pretty cool, a lot of cool antiques, but never met Rob or Mike Wolf. And obviously Frank has passed away, so I was never able to meet him. Solo Rider, thank you for thumbs up, my friend. How about that truck? Rick, what truck are you asking about? I've got a 65 C10. This is a customers in Norway that I sold him. I've got a 49 Studebaker and a 52 Chevy 3600 over here, and a 55 First Series 5-window right there. Ray, 38 Racing, thanks for tuning in, man. Have a good night. Gary, my first text was incomplete. This looks like a backyard mechanic's heaven. Hey, come on by. MC, do you have a 94 Dodge Dakota? I do not. I do not. I'm not a big Mopar fan. Jose, what's the oldest car you have? It's actually a truck. Let me turn this around so everyone can see it. 46 Chevy half-ton. Rick, if you email me, I can get you some pictures of the 5-window tomorrow. It's getting too dark now. JC, oh, I should actually go to the Madrid car show and go film. That's an awesome car show. Madrid, Iowa, Labor Day weekend. You guys definitely should go check that out if you're around. Cool show. But these are your dad's cars? No. The only car that I've got that's my dad's is an 81 Camaro, and I redid that in high school, and that kind of got me into this whole sickness that you see here today. Roy, do you have the paint divider part for a 59 El Camino? If you're talking about the one, I know this is a Buick, but if you're talking about the one that goes right here on the fin of a 59, yes, I do. Email me. Rick Garcia Props, thanks, man. Mike Murray, I saw you deleted your message, but no, I don't have any Novas. Novas, Camaros, Chevelles, Mustangs, they're way too expensive. I know there's a lot of nice ones out there, but even the junk ones are way too expensive. So I just kind of stay away from the muscle car stuff. And anymore, they're too easily faked. You know, people put SS badges on a 307 Malibu, and you have an SS 396 Chevelle. I know you can look at the numbers and all that good stuff, but a lot of ways to hide things. All right, everyone. Did you see what Ford did with the damn Maverick? They turned it into a truck. Hey, you know what? There are some guys at Ford that make a whole lot more money than I do, and they like that. So I guess it is what it is. Dave Griffith, hey man. Gary, what's your day job? I am actually a loan officer at a local bank here. So when I'm not playing with cars, I'm doing loans and helping people buy houses and cars and all kinds of other fun stuff. So it's pretty rewarding. It's a fun job. I don't have banker's hours. I know everyone says, you know, banker's hours must be nice. Nope. I work the same hours as most other people. It's 8 to 4. I wish it was like 10 to 2, but can't get that lucky. And yeah, so with that being said, everyone, it's getting pretty dark here. The quality of the video is kind of getting less and less. Roy, is your email IowaClassicCars? Yes, IowaClassicCars@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. I'll get you some photos. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am still alive. We're here. I hope to have some more videos soon, some junkyards, hopefully a couple rescues, or one or two rescues at least. Some cool tours, some private collections. It's just getting there and getting the time, and the days are getting shorter, and you know, the stuff I have to go film for everyone that, you know, is new is 6+ hours away most times. And dedicating that much time to a video, it's hard to get away on the weekends, or, you know, take a day off of work, a weeknight. So yeah, I'm trying to get you guys some videos. Got some how-tos coming as well. So stick with me. Hopefully hopefully you guys will stay subscribed. You'll check out my shorts. I'm going to start trying to do some shorts of all the cool stuff I have around here, any cool things I see on the road, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in with me tonight. Everyone, I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and tomorrow's Friday, so party hard. See you guys later. Thanks.